Hey, so what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to go through Etrade and see what Etrade's all about, go through a tutorial really, and just kind of show people how, they can get started with the basics of using Etrade. So if you're someone like me who used to use Capital One Investing, and if you still were with Capital One Investing, if you don't know, you no longer have an account with them. Your account is now in Etrade. So that means you're now going to be put in a different brokerage that has different fees, etc., and things like that. And it's important for you to know how to use it. So guys, let's just go in and take a look at Etrade and see what it's all about. Hey, so what's up guys? Welcome back to the Get Smart channel. Thanks for tuning in into this video. And so today I want to go through a quick look through review / tutorial-ish video with Etrade. So if you're familiar with Capital One Investing, Capital One Investing recently just sold off their Etrade, just sold off their self-directed brokerage accounts to Etrade. And so after that's recently just happened, and so after the transactions have happened, I've had a few questions, concerns about Etrade, using it. Is it a good platform? Things like that, where some people were a little frustrated because they didn't know and they weren't really paying attention like that and didn't know their account transferred, etc. They don't know how to get into their account. So what I want to do is just show you how you can get into your account, as well as some of the features and things that are with Etrade. So if you're with Capital One Investing or had a Capital One Investing account, if you go to sign into Capital One Investing, they're going to have a message bar up there right at the top, which will lead you to this page right here, etrade.com/Capital One login. And basically what's going to happen is you can put your Capital One investing login right here, and that will get you into your account. All right, so it's fairly simple. You don't have to really do anything new as of yet, but once you do that, then you will have to maybe make some changes, password changes, etc. with your account after you do that. So it's simple to log in, and you will see all of your transferred assets over into Etrade. Now here's the thing to understand about Etrade. Etrade does not function like Capital One Investing does. So most people were really enticed with the function of being able to put however much money they want to into a particular stock. Etrade does not partake in partial shares, fractional shares. So basically, you would have to buy the entire share moving forward if you continue to use Etrade as your brokerage. Now, me personally, I have a few other brokerages, and I had just transferred my assets to one of my larger brokerages that I use, and then as well as I had discovered, my own through my own research, discovered a company called M1 Finance that allows you to do fractional shares, as well as a company called Stockpile where you can do fractional shares also. So if you're looking for those fractional share pieces, M1 Finance, Stockpile, both of them are good to use. They're brokerage accounts where you can pretty much invest. With M1 Finance, like I did a review on that, and Stockpile, but with M1 Finance you would need at least $100 to open the account. So if you're looking for that fractional share piece, you would look to maybe try one of those platforms. But here with Etrade, you cannot do the fractional shares. And so here, I always like to start with their homepage, kind of get some information on them. And so here you can see tabs at the top. They have things for if you're new to investing. If you click on that, it'll take you to a page where they kind of just go through just talking to you about investing and planning and stuff like that. 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, etc., whatever. So it's fairly simple with the way that they have things set up. So here we are in my account now. Well, let me go back real quick so that we can actually see some of the pricing that Etrade has. So with pricing with Etrade, the pricing is not really that different from Capital One Investing, but these are the prices. You make your trades or your investments. Your transaction fee is $6.95, etc., etc. You can see that here. The pricing, you can get more detailed pricing by coming to this page and actually just clicking on the different things to see what the pricing is for that. And you can see here for retirement accounts, if you want to see what it was for bonds, you can see that. Stocks, you saw that up top, $6.95. If you're trading like you're a trader, $4.95 for 30 plus trades, a quarter, etc., however that works. So the pricing is a little different. And yes, I know for those that are very critical over pricing, yes, there are plenty of other platforms where you can invest for free. Like I talked about M1 Finance, you can, there's no transaction fees for that, for, buying in the stocks and things like that. As well as with Stockpile, their fee is 99 cents. So yes, there's cheaper fees. But for those that choose to continue with Etrade, this video is for them. If they're, trying to figure out, the fees and things like that. I mean, it's fairly simple and available to you, anywhere. You go on the site so you can find that information out, but here it is. So that's the pricing. So now let's look into the account. Let's take a look at the account. This is my account. No, there's nothing there. There will pretty much probably never be anything there. I didn't go with Etrade because I don't like them. I just have other brokerages that I have, firms that I use, and I'd rather just had transferred my assets to there, because it just makes it easier for me than me having to get used to some other platform or whatnot. Etrade's a good company. It's been around for a while. It's legit. So it has the history, it has the backing, it has an array of different things that you can use to build out your financial future or financial planning. Like they have planning, they have different things you can open up. Like you can see here on the screen, you can open up your retirement accounts, etc., etc., etc. You can open up different accounts as well. So, but here, when you come on the page, it's pretty simple. Most brokerage accounts have a pretty simple layout. Sometimes you just have to take the time to click on things to see what they do. Right? You're trying to learn to click on things to see what they do. So here, this is your account. If you have money in it, it would give you an overview of your money, everything that's going on with the assets today, etc., any growth, etc. It would have all that there. It would have your portfolio snapshots here. If you had a watch list, news, you could view your full portfolio all right here once you come onto the screen. Now, over here on the right, you have some other tools that are pretty helpful for people who are really in tune to watching all the investing information, etc. So you have the Power Etrade from the Option House, right? Power Etrade here, which is it's another system through Etrade, basically, where if you're someone that's trading, and you're really into trading, then this right here is one of those platforms where it gives you more of a real-time look and etc. Where you can look at your numbers, etc., and just kind of see everything that's going on. So it gives you another option, another platform to be able to trade effectively, get the information you're looking for, etc. So you have that. You got Bloomberg TV. Bloomberg TV, basically, Bloomberg is kind of like CNBC. They do a lot of stock news, etc. So you can tune into that, watch that, see what's going on with the market day to day. So they try to make it simple for you to get everything that you need on the platform without having to go outside of the platform or get pulled away from the platform. So they want you to spend time within the account, which has worked pretty good for them. As you know, if you know anything about the company, you know that things have worked pretty good for them. So here you have your portfolio. So if you had anything in there, this would show all your stocks and everything. Like I said, I am not using this account. I have nothing in there, and pretty much, like, even if I did, I would just open up a blank or sample account to show you. but yeah, this is it here, and you have your watch list here, right? So if you wanted to set up your watch list, this is where you would do it. It's all up on the account. Orders, if you had made any transactions, this is where you find that. Here's your balances, your transactions, your banking. They have a bill pay feature here, and then have some ways you can explore your banking if you're looking for banking and stuff like that. Here's transferring If you need to transfer money in and out, this is where you would go. You have your tax center here, your documents, dividend reinvestments here, which dividend reinvestments is like when you have a stock and it has a dividend, which means you get paid like a profit share per share that you own. So if it's like 5 cents, you can have that reinvested back into the stock and then buy more stock. That 5 cents will own, whatever that 5 cents will own. So then you can open up another account here if you want to open up multiple accounts of different things. Now, if you're looking to trade, this is where you would go. Click on trading, and this is where you could buy your stocks and stuff like that. You could put your symbols in if you're looking to buy something. Like you're looking to buy Amazon. You start typing here, and it kind of comes up with the list here. So if you're looking to buy Amazon, there you can put your quantities in here. You select your buy. If you were selling, if you had shares of it, you could also sell it. Your price type that you're looking for, good for the day, etc. So you have it here where you would actually go to make those purchases. If you were into options, this is where you would go for options. If you're looking to trade options and things like that, this is where you would go for that here, where you could find out the information you need about the brokerages, as well as seeing what's available when it concerns to options. Futures, if you're into investing in futures, that's like a whole nother it's kind of like a whole nother conversation when it concerns investing. So basically they provide more than just your typical trading. They provide trading pretty much through all platforms. So you have your mutual, all different areas when it concerns investing. So futures here, you have your mutual funds, you have bonds, you have your conditionals, your orders platforms here. So you can see here, depending on your level of engagement with stocks and trading or what you're using, it's here. As I've always said, I don't really talk about trading because that's a different mindset when it concerns, putting money in the stock market. And so I talk more about long-term investing. So that's why I'm not really getting into some of the extra things like futures and things like that. And we need its own separate video to kind of cover like what that is, because it's not, systems are simple, but it's not necessarily the same, and you wouldn't look for the same thing. So you have your IPO news. So if you want to see what was coming out, if there's any new things coming out, this is where you would go to get your IPOs and the news and things like that right here. So you would go through these options, and you could sign up for alerts and all of that. So this shows you new issue offerings right here. And so this shows you pretty much those companies, what they've been doing as they try to start, investing. So or become public. And so here they give you the option. Let's see, for example, Nuveen, if that's how you pronounce it. You can see that this is their offering here, their IPO here, and it shows you how you can participate, which is very interesting. Which that's a pretty good that's a pretty good thing when they allow you to participate in the IPOs like that. That's pretty cool. So that's the equity offering. Here, this is my equity offering. So I guess if you had actually invested in something, you'd be able to take a look at it. That's pretty cool because most people don't get the opportunity to get into IPOs, especially or have that direct access to see what's going on with them. So that's pretty interesting, and that's something that's actually worth looking into. But yeah, so you have all those different features. Now, just like I said, with any other brokerage account, brokerage accounts, they're pretty much the same. So here you see you got the research. So if you want the research things, you could research here, your global markets. You click on that. They have a good platform for the research and news and information. Like I said, Etrade's been around for a while, so they're pretty thorough with their stuff. So if you're using it, there's nothing to worry about They're not no shady company. They are legit, and they know their stuff, and they have everything that you would pretty much need right in front of you. So look, what is this? Thematic investing. I bet you like wondering what that is. Well, you can Google that on your own time. That would be another video as well. But you can see they have different things here, and this just pretty much it's just showing you how you can just different ways to invest or whatnot. So but yeah, so you got your education, etc. Then you have explore products, right? So this is another tab. And so here's the thing, like, it's nice to watch these reviews, and I appreciate all the views that come from it. But when you're trying to learn investing and things, it doesn't hurt to just click on things, like this is what we're doing. We're clicking on things, we're seeing what's out there, what they have to offer, and then you can kind of learn as you're doing that as well. It's really good when you get active into participating in what it is you're trying to learn, and being very intentional about that. So if you're making a decision to use Etrade, or if you're using it, take some time, spend time in the platform so you can know what's going on. Okay, so but yeah, it's fairly simple, like most things are, most brokerage accounts are, but this is how you would pretty much use it. Simple function. You have your menu up here, accounts. When you hover over, it shows you what's within there. That's your trading, where you want to buy and sell stuff. You got your research, if you're trying to learn more, trying to look up stuff, and then you want to explore the products. And exploring the products is pretty much exploring the products of Etrade, like the Etrade products. This is account types. So you see here they have the different accounts that you can actually open up with Etrade, etc., etc. So take some time, get to know the platform if you're looking to use it. Like I said, it's nothing wrong with the platform if you have your own personal preference, right? So these things go off of preference. Some people like it, some people don't mind paying $6-7 for fees, and some people don't. So this is all about your preference. So if this is something that you prefer, take some time, get to know the platform, as well as just see how things work, and then you'll find yourself being able to navigate pretty easy. So as always, thanks for learning with me, taking a look in Etrade with me, and as always, if there's any videos or any things or questions you have, just drop them in the comments. Any video ideas you have, things that you're trying to learn. My goal is to be able to help you learn about investing, learn about how easy it is for you to, from where you are, to start to access these better financial options and investing and things like that, versus just thinking that the information is so pie in the sky. It's very simple. All you just got to do is be willing to grow, be willing to learn, put in a little time in your learning, and there you go. So all right guys, so I'll see you in the next video. Peace.